Hello and welcome to another Top Turbo Gaming video. I'm Jay.
I'm Matt.
And we are here again for episode 2 of our Wild West Nexus Battle Reports. And first and foremost, thank you for everyone who liked, commented and pointed out how much I cheat. Yeah, in the first one, but no, the comments are appreciated. We are learning the game as we play through this. So today, we're bringing something very different than the posse boxes we used in the first one. We are bringing my Enlightened force.
And my brand new Warrior Nation.
And we are both bringing big toys. I am bringing a Doomsday and you've brought
a grey elk.
A big ass elk to counter it. So we're going to be playing, we're 1200-ish. Again, we're not too strict with points, like 1220 kind of works for my list, so we both worked with that. So we're at 1220 points and we are going to show you the table, show you the armies and get stuck in. Alright, so here is the Warrior Nation list for today. Talk us through it, Matt.
So it's Walks Looking with her themed posse, which gives everything Trailfinder and it gives all the hands Trailfinder and faces Trailfinder and Prodigious. So it basically just means everything's quick and it's getting better as it's focusing.
Yeah.
She's supported by Iron Tooth. He's a very, very powerful face. He comes with 2 fortune, again brilliant in combat. Stone Fist with these cannons on his horse for a nice bit of mobile fire support. Alcon the Sky Spirit, the little birdman with his bow. Again, just to move around quickly, to adapt to where I need him to be. White Buffalo, again another combat character, supported by a unit of Plains Warriors. Again, these are the slightly better hands units that they have access to. I had a Spirit Apparition who will be starting in reserve with the totem provided by Alcon to hopefully let him burst in the middle of the game to where he needs to be. And all of this backed up by the super great elk, who's hopefully going to be charging in and wrecking face.
I hope not. Alright, and here is my Enlightened posse today, and I chose to go away from Dr. Carpathian and try something different. So this posse is led by Kyle the Black, although it is using the generic posse rules. Kyle the Black also has with him Creation 7 today to act as a pair of absolute combat beasts. Hopefully can lure some stuff in and slice and dice them. We've then got John Younger and a Brute with a Gatling gun. And then we also have 5 Abomination Widowers and 4 of the Construct henchmen, and then last but by no means least we've got the Doomsday for people to ride around in and a couple of big huge guns strapped on the front of it. And that is the list I'm bringing today. Super low fortune, a lot of melee potential, plenty of Gatling guns, hopefully a well-rounded force that can get some work done.
So on this flank I've got a unit of Plains Warriors with White Buffalo hiding behind to lead them. Alcon the Sky Spirit in the middle, he's got a nice big move, so he's got quite good flexibility across the board from there. Stone Fist with his cannon in the middle of the board, with Walks Looking hiding behind.
Yeah.
Iron Tooth taking control of this flank and supported by the Great Elk.
Uh-oh, the flanking elk. And due to your Trailfinder moves, you are pushing forward crazy already. Show you my deployment. Okay, so for my deployment, we've got the Widowers there. We've then got Creation and John Younger on this side of the building. And then we've got the Henchman and Kyle the Black there. Nobody is in the Doomsday. We've got the Doomsday there. And then we've got a Brute on this side. And that is deployment done. So we're going to flip and come back with first activation of turn 1. So the scenario we're playing today is Stake a Claim. And it is a 5-turn game in which, in the resolution phase, for each quarter of the table that you hold with no enemy models in it, you score 2 VPs. And then at the end of the 5th turn, you score 5 VPs for the same conditions. So these barrels are actually pretty much spot on for the centre. So you've got this quarter here, this one here, we've got this one here, and this one here. And that is the scenario for today. Okay, so for my first flip of turn 1, I got 3 action points. And I'm going to activate my Brute here. And he's literally just going to move into behind this cover and hunker down. And that's the Brute done.
So I flipped a 2, which I'm quite happy with turn 1. So the Plains Warriors are going to go, and they're just going to move and dash, see how far they go. So it's an extra 3, which is nice. So they can go 9 in total. which is lovely stuff. So that's going to move in up to here. Moving up to here.
So these guys have got the 3-inch coherency as well, right? So
Yeah.
they can really cover a bit of table.
In fact, yeah, that's a fair point. He's going to go actually over that there. Cheers,
Shouldn't have reminded you of that one.
and then it's going to move up to there.
Cool. Alright, so I got 4 action points and the Doomsday is going to go because I'm so excited to activate this model and it's just seen a target. So it's going to spend its first action point to move. Just check this just up to here. Just knocking over some models on the way. And then it's going to spend an action point to shoot into these Plains Warriors over here. So it is rate of attack 5 with its Doomsday Reaper Cannon. Rate of attack 5, and I have an aim of 4. Are you over 12 away? That'll be worth checking at this point.
Possibly not, I don't think.
Oh, you are. So that's down to 3. So I'm going to need 7s on this shot. Needing 7s to hit this unit. We get 2. So we've got 2 saves there at Pierce -2.
Pierce -2, so they are grit of 4 out in the open, so I need 8. 2 fails.
He opens with 2 crit fails. That is amazing. So 2 go down.
So they go down. The Planeswalkers are immune to yellow checks, so the other 2 will be fine.
That's cool. It's also a bit annoying because I now can't see the unit for my second shoot action. What I can do though is I'll probably put the next one into your totem right there. We got the tape measure actually. I want to check that range. That could be a bit tight. I think he's just in. Cool. So we'll put two shots into that. So it's an aim of 4, down to 3 because you're over 12, and down to 2 because of Skewed. So needing and that one, yeah, down to 1. So needing 9s. We still get 2.
Ouch.
2 at Pierce 2. Blowing up your totem.
That is a grit of 6.
Okay.
So -2.
But you're going to get 2 for the cover, so basically
6.
cancels.
4s, 3 and a 4. It's going to use its point of fortune to re-roll that one, and it's fine.
And it's okay. And with that, the Doomsday is done.
So I flipped another 2, so
Yay!
glad I'm getting these out of the way turn 1. Iron Tooth is going to go, he's going to move, he focuses his move for 3, and with Prodigious from Walks Looking's theme posse, he focuses for 3.
So has everything got Prodigious for you? So it's on +3.
All the faces, yeah.
Woo!
So he moves up to there, and then he's got 1 action point left, and he's going to use that and 1 of his fortune to move again and move up to behind this building.
Okay, so I got 3 action points. I'm going to activate my Constructed Henchmen. They're just going to take a move using all 3. We have pre-measured this. And they're all just going to move up and grab this barrier here. And that is the Constructed Henchman done.
Flipped another 2. And
Yeah!
for turn 1. So White Buffalo is going to run and dash, and he gets an extra 2 inches. So he's going to go just up to here.
I have to admit, I don't use dash as much as I should. I focus a lot on moves, but I never use dash.
Well, I just thought this turn I don't really have anywhere that I desperately need to guarantee that 2 inches for, and yet 80% likely to get
Makes
the
sense.
same or better.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright. Okay, so I flipped another solid 3. So I'm going to go with John Younger, and he is going to move, and just put himself here, planted in cover, and he's done. I think I'm in trouble.
So finally flipped a 3 and remembered that Stonefist has a nice big blast weapon, so we've pre-measured this. He's just going to move up to here.
Yeah.
And he's going to fire his cannons around this building.
Stick the template on, show everyone how much trouble I'm in.
So any one of them gets all of them.
Yeah.
So I'll just target one.
Do it.
So aim of 6, focus it for the final one, which is up to 8, down to 7.
Is it 9 because he's a face, or is he a support?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Is he a face or a support?
Yeah, he's a face.
So
yeah, A plus 3 up to 9.
I have got the cover.
So needing 2s.
1. Oh, it's very much hit.
So that hits. So
okay.
It hits
so all 4 are hit. What's the piercing on this?
-1.
So piercing -1 is negated by the obscured. So we are grit of 4. So we need 6s to save from this horrific weapon. And we save 2 with critical successes, and we lose 2. So that is 2 guys down. First blood. What's next, Matt?
Debating whether to shoot again or move back out of the way.
It's pretty good. It was a good shot. Killed some stuff.
Sensibly, I want to get out of the way of that doomsday, so he's going to use his fortune on one of Warg's lookings just to move back out of the way of the doomsday.
That is a big cowardice man on a horse with 2 cannons. So that hurt, but let's see what we can do in retaliation. Alright, so I got 3 action points, and I'm going to go with my Abomination Widowers, and I'm going to start by doing a focus move to move 8 inches up to here. Okay, so I'm going to use my 3rd action point and a +1 AP card to make a focus shot at the Great Elk that's no doubt going to come and stab us in the head soon. So, I am using my Reaper rifles, which are Pierce 2 with an 18-inch range. I've got an aim of 4, which is up to 6 because of the focus, but down to 4 because of the wall and the building. So I need 6s on 5 dice, my friend. And they score 3 hits with the Reaper rifles, which have a piercing of -2. But your grit is like crazy good, right?
7 +2 for the terrain, -2, so 7. And it's also tough.
So 3s with a reroll. He gets he does fail 1. But he gets a 5 on the reroll, and he's fine. Alright, so what's happening next, Matt?
So I flipped to 3. My run of 2s has finally ended, I think, fingers crossed. So Walk's looking is gonna move, spend 1 of her fortune to focus it, and that gets her up behind this barrel here.
Nice.
And then she's gonna spend her last fortune to use her special rule, Invigorate, to choose the elk and put +1 limit onto it for this turn.
So what's the limit of the elk?
So the limit of the elk is now 3 from 2.
Do I sense some dead widowers? Uh-oh. And you get all your fortune back. Okay, so Carl the Black's going to go. I got 3 action points, and he's just going to take a focus move just to put himself within a couple of inches of his meat shields, basically. And he is done. I'm prepping for next. And I've just realised that I don't have Quick and the Dead, so I'm hunkering. Now he's done.
Right, so back to 2s. So Elk on the Sky Spirit's going to go. He's going to fly his massive fly range up to the edge of this building. And he's going to pop a shot into that brute.
Do it.
Focus it using his fortune.
Okay. So what's your aim?
So his aim is 6. It's a complex weapon, which is down by 2. He's focusing it because it's prodigious, up by 3, down by 1 because of obscured, which is straight.
Basically a straight roll after all the maths. Yeah.
So he needs 4s, and he crits.
What are any crit effects?
Which is decapitate, which on top of his lethal means it's also brutal.
So it's an extra hit.
So it's 2 hits, and you have to re-roll successes.
No problem. And I am a grit of 5. Any piercing?
-2.
+1 for that, and +1 for that. Yeah, base. So straight 5s. Yeah, 5s. And I've got to reroll successes, correct?
Yep.
So he does save it. But now he's got to reroll. Come on, buddy. He's fine on an 8 and a 10. The brute does not care. Okay, so I'm going to go with Creation 13. He got 3 action points, and then because of his split personality, he really had to flip, and he got 3 action points. So I'm going to spend the first one to make a move, just up to here, and then he's going to take a shot at Walks Looking. So, I may... What's my limit on him? My limit is 2, so I will focus this for the 3rd action point to take a shot. So...
I'll quicken the dead.
Of course you will. Please fail. Just somewhere here.
So she's a quick of 6. So needing 4s.
She crit fails. It's happening. So, this is a rate of attack 3. I've lost all my dice. There they are. I'm an aim of 4, focused up to 6, and then you're going to go down to, back down to 5, 4 for that. So, needing 6s on 3 dice, and this is, he can shoot a heavy weapon, by the way, because of the unstoppable rule, and this is brutal and lethal on a crit. Boom! So we do get 1 hit. I may re-roll the 2. He doesn't. He's got line of sight to Carl the Black, so I'll spend 1 of Carl the Black's. So I can do that, right? Of course I can. Re-roll. It's a 3. He misses, so we got 1 hit.
So she's a grit of 6.
Sorry, so that is also brutal, so it's 2.
I wasn't only brutal on a crit.
No, it's lethal.
Oh, lethal on a crit. Okay.
So that is Pierce 2.
Pierce 2, so that ignores it. So it's 6 needing 4s.
Gets a 10 and a 4. She is fine. It was worth a shot. Back with the elk to end the turn. There's a big elk coming.
Right, so again, despite having an extra limit this turn, the elk's gone and flipped 2 action points.
Love them 2s.
So he's going to focus and move. Focus his move for free, so he'll move up to here.
Yep.
And he's going to chuck his torrent weapon into this unit, which gets
4 of them.
4.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming that one's base at the back isn't actually climbing over the other.
You ain't going to see the dice on this one, I'm afraid, because it's a tricky angle, but let's do it anyway.
So move was 1, focus the move for free. I'm going to use a card to focus the shoot.
Okay.
So the torrent is aim of 5 up to 7.
Needing 3s.
First one needing 3s, which he gets. So hits 4 of them.
Okay, is it rate attack 1 on each?
Yeah, 1 on each, and it's -3 and hazardous.
So it's -3, which means I'm a grit. Oh my gosh, which means I'm a grit of 1. So I need some 9s here to save this. I saved none. 4 are gone. Whew. That is 160 points of dead, my friend. I'm going to kill those 4, interestingly. Cool, so that is the end of turn. Looking at the table, nobody holds a quarter by themselves, so it is 0-0. We're going to discard hands, flip for next turn, and then we'll come back. So we're flipping for next turn. I get a 32.
6.
A 6. Are you going to interrupt?
No.
No interrupts. So we are going first at the top of turn 2. Alright, so I flipped an annoying 2 action points, and I was trying to figure out if I'm going with the Brute or the Doomsday. And we're going to shoot into, what's this fella, Archon? The Sky Spirit? Alcon. I don't know this stuff. So we're going to go with the Brute, and he's going to start by taking a shoot action into Alcon.
So I will quicken the debit.
Alright, do it.
Needing 3s. Yeah, easy.
Good. Alright, so that one's gone. He's then going to spend his second action point and a card to focus the second shot. You now receive the hunkered condition as well, right?
Yeah.
Pop. Okay, so I am... my focus is going to be cancelled by the wall and you're hunkered. So I'm an aim of 4, I believe. No, I'm an aim of 5, so I need 5s. And he gets a 3, a 1 and an 8, but this is linked. So I do get to re-roll, but I can't re-roll the 1. So I re-roll that one. That's a 9. So that was an 8. So that's 2 hits, and it is brutal. So that's 3 saves at Pierce 2.
3 saves at Pierce 2. So the Pierce will be cancelled by
the wall and the hunkered.
So he's grit 5, so needing 5s.
5s.
Ooh, so I will metal.
Well, you can only metal one of those crit fails, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So if so,
We're going
then
to check. So yeah, we just checked. Don't forget we are new and still learning the game as we play for you all. But yes, he would have metalled the first fail, taking them one by one technically, and then the second one popped him, so the Sky Spirit is no more. Good job, little brute. Back to the Warrior Nation. Alright, so where are we at, Matt?
So, finally flipped something other than a 2 with a 4. Spent quite a bit of time deliberating about what to do, but I've decided Stone Fist is going to go, and he's going to put his blast weapon into...
Cool. Is he in range from there? Because he did move back out last turn, didn't he?
Yeah, he moved back out for the thing, but his base is still... Yeah, he's in range.
Okay. Do it.
So he's going to target the menial at the front.
Yep.
And he's going to focus it for 1 as well. So,
Alright.
aim of 6, up to 9, down to 8, so needing 2s, which he
Gets a 2.
nicely gets. So that's
so
going to hit the 2 bots and Kyle.
Alright, so I'm going to take some saves. What's the pace on this?
-1.
-1, so my cover negates it. So the 2 dudes are grit of 4, so just 4s, 6s even. We get a 6 and a 10, they are fine. And then Kyle is a grit of 7, so he needs a 3. And he gets a 4. So they have weathered that quite well.
Minus. Oh yeah, that's in the way.
Yeah, that's in the way.
Yeah, nice. So I will use the other 2 and his fortune to do the same thing again.
Doing it again, alright.
Which hits.
Cocks it with a 9. So 6s on the two henchman dudes. We get a 3 and a 3. Pop. Pop. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use one of Kyle's fortune to re-roll on one of the dudes. Doesn't save anyway. Thinking because he could have become a meat shell for Kyle. Boom. They are dead. That unit is wiped now as well. Have you got any cards?
I do have a glory card for a VP for destroying a hand unit.
Is it a strike action or a shoot action?
Just shoot.
Nice. Okay. So we're off the board and VP's. Matt is 1 up, and I'll take a save for Kyle the Black. The piercing is negated from the cover. I did forget he's hunkered, so I'm getting a +1 to this, so I need 2s. I get a 7. Kyle the Black is fine. What else you got, mate?
And that's him done.
He is done. Okay, so I drew 2 action points, and the Doomsday has decided to go. It's just going to move. Don't forget, as we mentioned in the intro, I'm an idiot and I've lost the base for this, so it's literally just using the model. It's losing a bit of range and sight, but that's fine. Both ways. So he's now going to take a shot at your hands unit. And I am going to use one of Kyle the Black's fortune, who's down to 1, to focus it, mate. So I've got an aim of 4 up to 6. Any negatives there?
I imagine they'll be obscured.
I reckon so, because of the steps. So aim of 5. So I'm needing 5s on this, and it is brutal. So I get 1, 2, 3 hits. 3 hits. Piercing -2, mate.
4, so grit 4 up to 5 down to 3, so needing 7s on these.
Oh my god!
1.
No! So that was a power play needing to kill both of them. So 1 goes.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, I don't have... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm getting cut. I need them to die. So I'm going to play the Guts card to refresh Kyle the Black's fortune to its starting value. And then I'm going to use... It's going to cost me 3 fortune, isn't it? Because 1... I know he's already bought 1. No, the focus doesn't count. So he's going to buy an action point for 1 and an action point for 2. So he's going to use all 3 of Kyle the Black's refreshed fortune to shoot again into you. So, same again. Needing 4.
Is this focus?
It's not, so down to 3, so 7s. I count 2. Must remember it's brutal as well, so that's 3 actually.
Yeah.
My bad.
We included that last
Oh, cool. So that's 3.
And
5, a 4 and a 10. I think that is a dead dude.
Yeah, is there, what did I need? 5s or 6s?
So what's your grip?
Oh no, I needed 7s.
Sevens,
that's 2 failed, so I'm going to take him out.
Cool, and then I will play kill a hands unit in a shoot action to gain a VP, just to make it 1 each. And that is the Doomsday done. Alright, so I think we're about to see a big cool activation because Walks Looking has spotted Kyle the Black without any fortune. So what's happening, Matt?
Right, so yeah, Kyle the Black is looking a bit vulnerable out in the open, so...
He's got no one around to meet shield and stuff.
So Walks Looking's decided she's going to go out on a limb.
She's up there.
She's 16 inches away, so she's going to...
She did get how many action points?
3 action points.
Okay.
So not the most, but she's got all 3 of her fortune that she can buy stuff with if she needs to.
Let's do it.
So first one, she's going to move and she's going to dash, which adds 5 onto it.
Oh no!
So she goes 11 from the first one, which is exactly what I was hoping for.
Now you don't have to do anything with the second one, I'm guessing? Yeah, she's in.
Yeah. So the second one just gets her in. So for the second one, she's going to charge.
Can she move over that?
Yeah. She go over this side.
Sure.
Yeah, she can go that way.
Yeah, it's fine.
She
Boom.
can go 6 into there.
Oh, she's moved 6. Nice. Cool. So she's used 3 action points now.
Yep, that's the 3 action points.
4. Move. Charge is a move action.
Yes, it is. So that's.
Is it?
Yeah, moves the charge. Charge is a special move action.
Quick clarifications there. So she spent 2 to do a
move and a dash.
Move and a dash. There we go. And now she's done a charge action, so she will have to take a quick check for bouncing over the crates, but she has a reroll, so we get she bosses it. So her 3rd action point is for this. This is going to hurt.
So it's rate of attack 2.
Yep.
She's going to spend one of her fortune to focus it, so it becomes attuned.
Okay.
So she's fight 7 up to 10 because of... Oh no, she won't count as prodigious, so up to 9.
I'm hunkered, so
minus
8.
1, so 2s. And that's a crit, which is also decapitate.
Alright, we're going to figure out the save roll and we'll come back. So we were just weighing up some special rules. It's our first time using these. And obviously I thought, great, I've got parry. I can make you re-roll one of those hits. But why can't I do that, Matt?
Because Walks Looking has something called Soul Strike. She cannot be made to re-roll successful aim or fight checks in combat actions.
So Matt has just been accidentally very tactical. Right, so I've got 2 saves to make, mate. What are they at? Piercing.
Half of mine, so -4. One of them is also decapitate.
So you can't metal -4, right?
No.
Right, so I'm a grit of 7, up to 8, down to 4 because of the piercing. So I need 6s, right?
Yep, so roll the one that's decapitated separately. You need to re-roll if it's successful.
He gets a 2. I think he's done. You can't metal it. He has just been sliced apart by Walks Looking and Carl the Black, and my leader and only source of fortune in this posse is down. Do you want to score any cards, my friend, for killing a boss unit?
I don't have anything for killing a boss unit.
Good.
No.
You don't deserve anything. That was very, very... Alright, so only having 1 left on his limit. Matt, after weighing up, could he bring down the Doomsday? Realise you can't do more than 1 charge action a turn because it's a special action, so I think she's just going to run to where the dice is, mate.
Yeah, she's going to spend her last 2 just to run over here, so she's...
putting herself firmly in that quarter, knowing that everything's activated and getting as far away from Creation 7 as possible, right?
That's right.
Cool. Okay, so I flipped to 2 action points, which wasn't what I wanted, so I activated Creation 13, who split personality flipped another 2 action points. So he is, however, just going to take a move to here, and he's going to take a shot straight at Walks Looking.
So quick on the dead.
Of course you will, mate. Just throw the dice on my head.
And she's fine.
And she's fine, and Creation 7 is done, hoping he can get hold of her before she gets hold of him next turn.
So Iron Tooth has, flipped to 3, decided Iron Tooth was going to go. He's going to go and try and tie up John Younger, force the issue a little bit on this side of the board. So he's focused his moves for free, but he's going to add a dash to the first one for his 2nd action point, which he gets a 10.
Well, that's twice you've done that.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, he can go. So that gets him from to there.
Cool.
So that's 2 action points. Then his 3rd action point, he's going to charge into
John. Do it.
Charge in there.
Boom.
Stay an inch away because he has an inch reach. So he's going to attack with his Spirit Blade. He's going to spend one of his fortune to. Do I need to spend one? Yeah. Spend one of his fortune to focus it, and it is rate of attack 2 with decimate on a crit.
Good.
And that's a crit and a 4, which is, yeah, a 4 is fine as well.
Cool. So I got 2. So we'll check the crit and we'll come. Sorry about that. I heard Matt say crit decimate, and I had no idea what decimate is. I think he meant decapitate, or I heard him wrong. You'll tell us in the comments. So with a piercing of 3, that takes my grit down to grit 3. So I'm going to need 7s, and the first one is forcing a reroll because of the crit. So he saves it, but he's going to reroll it. It's fine. I'm going to save all of these. He saves it on a crit, and then the second hit. Please don't die. He gets an 8, and he saves it. Ugh, John does not care. What else you got, my man?
I'll come back in a second when I can figure this out. So I've decided that I quite want John to go down this turn, so I'm going to use Iron Tooth's final fortune plus one of Walk's Looking to attack again, and then another of Walk's Lookings to focus it.
Woo! Bring it. So what do you need to hit?
Needing 3s, and that's a 3 and a 7.
Cool, so no crits, so it's just 2 straight saves, and we know that I need 7s to save these, and I can metal one. So the first one is a 5, so that's going to get metalled, so I'll take the disordered condition. Come on, John. Come on, John. Come on, John! He's alive, but he is disordered, and is that everything done?
And that's everything, yeah.
Right, Matt has just jinxed this activation, but John Younger's going to go. I got another 2. I'm on a serious 2 activation point turn here, and he's going to take because he's got close work on his juiced pistol. He's going to take a shot at name
Iron Tooth.
Iron Tooth. Obviously taking a -3, taking him down to 2s. Needing an 8 to hit, and he's going to spend the second action point for his creation rule to double the piercing. So this is pierce 4. Would you like to quicken the dead?
I would like to quicken dead.
Please fail.
5s, which he nails.
Cool. John Younger is done. Go for it.
So flip to 3. The elk's going to try and get rid of this final little robot.
No.
So he's going to chuck a torrent into him there.
Before he dies as well, I've been hunting a 3 action points because this little rascal with 3 could have actually double moved and got just into your scoring zone that would have been left semi-open depending on what the elk did, but go for it.
So to properly make sure, I'm going to focus the shoot as well. So aim of 5 up to 7, so needing 3s.
Crit.
Crits. There's no crit. It's
So
just
what's
a
the pierce?
-3.
-3. So I am grit 1, so I need a 9. Are you ready to see me make this? There's a 9. No, it's a 2. He's very dead. Anything for wiping out another unit?
I do.
Ah.
Another glory for wiping out a hands unit.
So it's 2-1 to the warrior nation in this battle. Is the elk done, or has he got more to do?
The elk has an action point left, and he focuses moves for 3.
We'll come back when you figured it out. Go for it, man.
So for his final action point, the elk's just going to move up around here.
Working its way round this building. Poor John Younger.
So flipped another 3. White Buffalo's going to go next. He's going to move and charge into here.
Boom.
Into
He focuses for 3, right?
No, he's just 5-inch move, but a move and then a charge.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm out of activations, by the way, which is why you've got a double warrior nation.
And then he's going to use his final action point to focus it. And chuck a speculative spirit axe into the Ironhide. So he is a fight of 7.
It's a doomsday.
So
The big tank.
yeah.
Do it.
Fight 7 up to 10 because of the prodigious
So
focus.
2s. Gets it.
All he needs.
Cool, so what's the pierce on that?
Pierce is -3. It's actually rate of attack 2, excuse me. And another 2. Perfect.
So pierce 3.
Pierce 3.
Down to pierce 2 because of durable.
Yep.
And I get a reroll on these because of tough. So I am grit 8, down to 5. Oh, it's Pierce 3 down to Pierce 2, right? So down to 6. So I need 4s. 2 saves, and I've got tough. 4 and a 10. Not even bothered. That puny axe is not getting through my steel-plated armour.
Oh, you never know.
Or my iron hide.
You never know. It's worth a go.
You got any cards?
I thought about it, but no.
So he is done. That's the end of turn. Have we got any scoring this turn? We've both got something in this quarter. In this quarter, I've got nothing in those. So we're sitting at 2-1 to you, Matt, and we'll flip on camera for turn 3 initiative. Right, so Matt's giving me a weird look, so I think something horrible is about to happen. So we are going to flip for next turn, and I get a measly 12.
I only get a 4, but it does get rid of my 1 action point.
That is good. Do you want to interrupt the initiative?
I forgot to draw my 2 more cards.
Standard Matt. Casual
don't.
cheating. Good. He's an honest fellow. I don't mean it. We'll come back with my first activation, which is 3 action points. Alright, so after a bit of deliberation, having no fortune on the board is grim because what I draw is what I draw, pretty much, other than cards in hand. The Brute is going to go because I figured when creation gets there, his 1 attack he can make gets quick and the deaded. The Doomsday, not the Ironhide, is engaged, so it would have to ram and then only get 1 shot. And I really want to try and hurt Walk's looking, so I'm going to go with the Brute, who is just out of melee, which is good news, and he's going to shoot her straight in the face. Any reaction to my first shot for 1 action point?
Yep, she will be quicking and the deading.
Quicking and deading.
Yep, so she's good.
Cool. And then with my second one, I'm going to focus it using a card from my hand. No, I'm going to keep that one because I think I can actually achieve that. Bear with me. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. So, this is a focus shot, so my aim of 5 goes up to 7, which means I need 3s.
Down by 1 because of Funked from Quick and the Dead.
Correct. So I need 4s. Boom. 3 hits. At Pierce 2, this could hurt.
Okay, so she is grit 6 up 1 down 2, so 5s. 3
5s.
3 did you say?
Yep.
Let's do them one at a time.
4. Oh, she's fine. I hate this game.
Right, so flip to 3. Walk's looking needs to go and do stuff that she still can.
She's bloodthirsty this game. She's flown across the board and she's just wrecking stuff.
So she's going to focus a charge move into creation, which she's going to stay out of the 1 inch.
Boom.
Or in her 1 inch.
Yep.
There. And then
so that costs 3, right?
Well, that costs 2.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's going to use her final point of
Fortune to focus the strike part. Sure.
She still has 1 action point left though.
Okay.
So it's rate of attack 2, fight 7 up to 9. So just anything but a 1. Fine.
2 hits.
2 hits.
What's the pace on that?
-4.
So metal won't be happening. I do have tough, so I've got a reroll. My grit of 7 is a grit of 3, so I need 7s with a reroll here to keep the big man alive. I'm going to tough the second one. Don't die, buddy. We love you. No. He gets a 4. I can't metal because it's pierce -4. So creation 7 goes down, and this has been a brutal turn for us. Do you have anything for killing a support unit, mate?
I do not, but
we'll come back when you know what you do.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay, we won't come back. We'll do it now.
Walk's looking.
Oh, what? What's this? Hang on. Look at this. Show them. Show the audience.
So Walk's looking is just going to run over here.
Oh, she's hiding in a building.
No, she's just going behind this building here so that she's in your deployment zone so that I can then play a glory card and get a VP for having my boss in your deployment zone.
Very nice. So that makes it 3-1 to Matt, and we'll come back with an Enlightened activation. So I got another 2, which is crippling me, and I am looking in serious trouble here, and it's already 3-1. So I'm going to take a ram action. So at the point that I touch you, which I am, you need to take a quick check.
So he's quick of 5, which is
fine. So I now make a move, and then that model will take its path of least resistance. So, Barry, do you want to just move me 6 as we planned that way?
Yeah.
As tight as possible, just so he gets his line of sight. Yep. Boom.
mischief.
Yep. Sorry guys, that was focused to give him an extra 2 inches, which will get me disengaged. And then his second action point, because I used the card to focus that, will be to take a shot action at this Stone Fist fellow. So, would you like to quicken the dead this shot?
He doesn't have quicken the dead.
That is good news. So, it is rate of attack loads. I'm going to be at -2. Yeah, -2. So, I've got a aim of 4 down to 2. So, I need 8s here. And he gets 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! And that, my friend, is also brutal. So, that's 5. And one of those was a crit, right? Pass. 5 hits. It's fine.
So 5 hits, he's a...
Pierce 2, but you're going to get +2 for the cover, so straight grit check.
Yep, and he doesn't have bunker because he's not moved yet, so straight grit check is 7, so needing 3s.
2, so he can metal 1.
He needs to re-roll this one using his fortune.
Yep.
Which he does, and then he'll metal the last one.
So he takes the disordered condition and somehow survives that one. Very, very nice. Alright, so who's going, buddy?
So Iron Tooth's going to go. He's going to spend two of his... What did he flip? He flipped a 2. So he's going to spend these 2 action points to focus and attack.
Do it.
Into John, who is disordered. So fight 7 because of the prodigious up to 10, so just no crit fails on 2. That's
2 hits.
Fine.
Is it brutal or anything?
It's -3 decapitate on a parry, but no, so nothing.
So 7s. Okay, so 2 saves, needing 7s. Double 9. Tasty. And Matt's a little bit wounded because I just rolled the wrong amount of dice, so we agreed to re-roll that roll on camera. So he lives. Anything else, mate?
So I am going to spend...
Both fortune.
Yeah, his 2 fortune and 1 of Walk's lookings to focus another attack into him.
Whew, go for it, man. Chuck him over here.
Finish him off. Yeah, that's 2 hits.
Another 2. I'll give you another 2 7s. A 10 and a 7. Cool. We'll come back with John Younger's activation. Alright, so John is just going to let his juiced pistols off twice with 3 action points. Close work, meaning he can shoot at -3. So, first shoot action, any response to that? Quick and the dead?
I will quick and the dead.
Go for it.
5s.
Gets a 3.
He would have got that back. He's going to re-roll that.
Of course.
With his fortune.
Crit 1.
Doesn't get.
So this is going off. So, I am needing 8s to hit, and this will be pierced 2. Let's see what we get. Nothing. 116. Alright. I will shoot again. It's time to shoot again for 2 action points, and I will play... actually, I'm going to play this card for +1 fight, because I use my fight when I'm close working. So that will make it a bit easier to hit. So I am now fight 3, so I'm needing 7s, not 8s on the second shot. 8, 9, 5. Whoa, John has been a beast this game. He gets 2 more hits at pierce -2, my friend.
So, grit of 7 down to 5, so I needed 5s. And
Boom!
he's fine.
10-6, and you are good. We will cut and come back with an elk, no doubt. Okay, so there's an elk coming my way because Matt flipped a 4. What are you going to do, buddy?
So he's going to move around here for 1, charge for his second one,
Boom. That hurt.
and then he's going to focus his charge. In fact, he can stay there.
Cool.
Focus his charge, so his gnarled antlers, rate of attack 1, fight 7 up to 9, with a lethal on a crit. No crit, just the
So just the 1 hit?
Yeah.
Any piercing?
-2.
-2.
Oh, it's brutal, sorry.
So
yeah.
2 hits. So that makes my grit 4, which means I need 6s. He gets a 4 and a 2. John Younger is Toast.
About time.
To be fair, he survived way longer than he should. Any cards to play for killing a face unit?
No, only in the shoot action.
Right, so at the end of a turn where basically most of my force has been deleted, what card did you flip, Matt?
I flipped a nice little 5.
Just a nice little 5. Oh, okay, so what's going to happen, man?
So, Stone Fist is going to
Iron Fist, Tooth, Stone, Metal Man.
He's going to, because it's cool, he's going to use his super jump
Oh yeah, we changed it.
to jump to the other side of this building.
You know, because a horse has the strength to jump with 2 giant cannons next to it.
It's Sky Leap, it ignores all terrain and moves 9 inches. It's really
That's
cool,
fine.
Really cool. So then he's going to put his blast cannons into your Gatling gun fella.
Cool, you going to focus this?
Yeah, and focus it. So
Alright.
it's rate of attack 1, 6, up to 8, down to 7.
Is it
So
up to
need
9?
3.
Because face?
Very true. So
Down to 8, so 2s.
2s, which he gets on a 5.
Any brutal or anything?
No, -1.
-1. So, grit of 5, down to 4. So I need a 6 on this.
5 because of the...
Out of 5 because of that. A 2 and the brute goes pop. Now you've got 3 action points left, and you could maybe use these very smartly to table me, so we'll come back in a second. Okay, this has been horrific, and you've got 2 natural action points left, plus fortune and stuff. What's going to happen, man?
So I'm just going to use all other people's fortunes, and those the 2 action points left on Stone Fist to launch 2 unadjusted shots into the back of the Doomsday in the hope of finishing it off.
Do it.
So first one needing a 4,
Yes!
fail. The second one needing a 4, 7 gets it.
What's the pace, my man?
Pierce is only -1, so it's
So,
not really going anywhere.
3s. He rolls a 2 off camera. My gosh, tough. He crit successes. And that is the end of turn 3. Matt is going to score another 4 points, taking it to 7-1. And we're going to call it there, I think, buddy.
Yeah, I think so.
I only have a Doomsday left, and it can't do that much work. So there is a very cool, yet brutal thrashing that the Warrior Nation give to the Enlightened. We'll come back with some thoughts. Alright, so that is it, and that was a brutal thrashing that the Enlightened received at the Warrior Nation. How did you find it, man? I'm sure you found it good.
Yeah, I think my everything that I brought just worked how I wanted it to work.
It was beautiful, even down to like being able to push up on deployment.
Yeah.
And then once you got hold of it was horrific.
Yeah, well, it's a force that's built around getting in combat with everything being quick and having the +3 from the prodigious.
Yeah, beautiful posse.
Everything just, and with the trail finders as well. Everything was already in your face. Turn 1.
Yeah.
Then,
turn 1 was interesting. Top of turn 2. When I took down Alcon, not Ardon or whatever I keep calling him. Hang on, that came out wrong. I was like, I'm in a good spot, and then Walks Looking went into like Super Saiyan mode and just flew across the table and ate everything.
Yeah, I think again it's the movement, because I think before Kyle was fairly safe where he was running down his fortune. And I did deliberate for quite a while about whether to throw her in, because it was leaving her a little bit exposed.
Yeah.
But she is a beast.
She is getting that again. You got like access to that Pierce 4. The elk wrecked everything it touched first time. Iron, saber, tooth, metal, jaw, bone, whatever he's called. Those 2 were incredible. Warrior Nation are amazing. We're both kind of Warrior Nation fans. We were really happy to get these on the table. The Enlightened really struggled, only having fortune on my boss and then obviously losing him. And the 3 that he had felt kind of tough. I think I made a few bad decisions turn 2, and I just couldn't stop the onslaught. But
I think we've kind of been used to everything having quick in the
we
dead.
have, because we've been learning the game with posse boxes. So we're like, in my head, if you're a face or a boss, you've got quick in the dead, and there's a ton of fortune on the table. So it's really nice to play kind of like that. And now we're going to find a really nice balance between the 2. So yeah, good fun. Yeah. We called it at the end of turn 3 because it would have been 7-1 because the Doomsday wasn't entirely in the opponent half. But I hope you've enjoyed our second battle report. Many more to come. I think we're filming again this week, touch wood.
Hopefully, yeah.
And we have got the terrain being painted this week, so it will look even prettier. As always, guys, let us know in the comments whatever you want to see in these battle reports, what we can do better. Let us know where we're going wrong, because it's how we learn.
Again.
Yeah.
Or me this game.
Yeah, please look at Matt's footage, not mine. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Cheers, guys.